back, a channel called Offhand Disney made a video called Making the Perfect Disney Park, and since I'm in Disney World right now, I figured I would do just the exact same thing. For the sake of this video, I'm pretending we're entirely past COVID, so things like mask relaxation zones are gone and FastPass Plus is back. Also, this is just what I think would be cool, it's very subjective. Okay, one more disclaimer, you'll soon see that this park would never actually be built, it'd be way too expensive, but I just don't care. Anyway, on with the video. I wanted to start with the idea of the park, the name, the theme, etc., but I couldn't think of a good name, so I called it The Land of Ethereal Dreams. Yeah, I know, it's dumb. I wanted the icon to be a recreation of the sorcerer's hat from Fantasia. Hollywood Studios in Florida did this in real life, but it looked bad. There was a different design for it that I liked though, so I'm going to use that for my park. Inside it is going to be the Great Movie Ride, since I'm still upset that they replaced that in real life. This version, though, would be all stuff that's either in the public domain or owned by Disney, which makes it less likely that they'll run into rights issues, and it's more like what people are expecting from a Disney park, and they'll probably enjoy it more than the classics of Hollywood. As much as I liked it. Moving on to the actual park, I decided to use the Magic Kingdom's layout as my base because I like the flow it has. I'm also using the same land as Magic Kingdom because I'm lazy, but I added Pandora, the World of Avatar, Avengers Campus, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All of these are basically the same as they are in the real-life counterparts, but I added the Trolley Car Cafe on the path towards Avengers Campus in case you want to stop in for a snack on your way there. I also added New Orleans Square from Disneyland, but we'll get there later. Main Street USA is basically the same here as it is in Disney World, but I added the Edison from Disney Springs. Get it? Because Main Street is in the era of Edison and early power. The Walt Disney Presents attraction from Hollywood Studios, and a Broadway-style theater because I want to. Straight ahead is the hub with the partner statue, the Sorcerer's Hat with the Great Movie Ride, and then you enter Fantasyland. I'm not going to go attraction by attraction, I've linked the full map down below if you're curious, but some highlights include a Mary Poppins-themed carousel, the original Journey into Imagination from Epcot that has Figment and Dreamfinder, the Beauty and the Beast section from Magic Kingdom, but instead of Be Our Guest, it's the Beauty and the Beast ride from Tokyo Disneyland, the coming soon to Disney World Furby's Ratatouille Adventure, a Sugar Rush themed test track type ride, the Finding Nemo musical that I love so much from Animal Kingdom, Fantasmic, and the Skyway that used to be at Disneyland. I think my favorite part of this land, though, is the Muppets Courtyard. I love the Muppets, and there was an abandoned plan for a Muppets land that looks super cool, so I'm adding it here. You've got Muppet Vision 3D, a Gonzo-themed pizza place, a Muppet store, obviously, and the Great Muppet Movie Ride, which is exactly like the Great Movie Ride, except entirely done by the Muppets. You can't tell me that the Muppets trying to put on scenes from the Avengers and the Planet of the Apes wouldn't be awesome. Moving on, my Tomorrowland looks sleek and timelessly futuristic, inspired by the aesthetic of Tron. You can enter the Monsters Inc. door warehouse and chase Randall just like in the movie. You can ride the state-of-the-art Incredicoaster. Obviously, we have to have the Carousel of Progress, one of my favorite rides. We've got a mini monorail like in Disneyland. I think my favorite part of this land has to be a ride I designed called WALL-E Cosmic Symphony. I'm sure other people have had this idea, it's just not in any real-life park. It's inspired by the scene in WALL-E where WALL-E and Eve are flying through space, and I don't know exactly what the plot would be, but I'm imagining something like Peter Pan's flight, but more high-tech and with more projections and effects. As we cross over into Adventureland, we get some cool attractions like the Adventurers Club, which is basically just the Pirates League. You can get a Pirates makeover, but with more than just pirates. A ride where you can follow Flynn Rider from Tangled on a daring mission to steal the crown of Corona. Anyway, we also have an Indiana Jones attraction called Temple of Peril, but it's not the one from Disneyland, which, fun fact, shares its track layout with Dinosaur and Animal Kingdom. Instead, it's a cancelled idea that's much bigger and just looks so much cooler. We've got a Moana-themed river ride, Liberty Tree Tavern, but this time it's actually in the tree. Would that actually work? I don't care. There's a Journey to the Center of the Earth from Tokyo Disneyland, a tour of the Proud Lands narrated by Timon and Pumbaa, a version of Soarin' Around the World that's closer to the quality of the original, just saying, called Soarin' Over the World. I'm not very creative. And the Splash Mountain-like attraction themed The Emperor's New Groove. Next door in Frontierland, we've got Radiator Springs Racers from Cars Land in California Adventure, a Princess and the Frog-themed Tom Sawyer Island that has a concert hosted by Ray the Firefly, Tiana's restaurant from the movie, and a water ride of some kind. And then, like I said, we've got New Orleans Square, where you can get soup, jambalaya, and of course beignets. We've also got a rethemed version of Hoop-de-Doo Review from Wilderness Lodge in Disney World. The original is themed to the Old West, but mine will be themed to the Bayou. Okay, so most of this land is food, but that's only because I moved all of the attractions that are in New Orleans Square in Disneyland to other lands. This park will also have all the popcorn flavors of Tokyo Disneyland, a version of now extinct Sorcery in the Sky nighttime fireworks show, a version of the Main Street Electrical Parade with new lighting and projection effects, and a scavenger hunt like Agent P's World Showcase Adventure in Epcot, inspired by the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, or SEA, that has lore in a lot of Disney parks. It's pretty cool. Google it. Like I said, I linked the full map in the description below if you want to check it out. This park with its 112 attractions and very expensive shows and rides would probably be very expensive and completely illogical to build, but isn't that the true meaning of life?